Alright, so this is a little mini Fillin and Chillin. So I got the same star as Johnny BB Gunner, and I've been testing out with different calibers. I've been using the Kratos 22. I did this AEA SFSS 25 cal, and then I've done the Blitz, but I think the Blitz 30 cal is just a bit past the limit because it broke one of the spring supports on the back of like the paddle thing and just left it dangling there. So I think that was just the limit. I think this thing's pretty much perfect, so up to 25 cal I think would be really good. And I wanted to get one of these. I said in another video I was looking for a star gun. Here's the little piece that broke off. But the good thing about that is it's just a big, it just left a hole, so I put a screw through there and just a nut, and the spring just hooks up to it. So far so good. I'm gonna test it out after I'm done loading these. So we'll do like a mini Fillin and Chillin, and then I'll shoot the star kind of like 50-50 video. I can't really use pellets in this. That's like my biggest complaint right now, because the way they feed into the magazine, it's like they kind of just don't fit perfect. And when you're sliding them down, I feel like it doesn't seat at the bottom of the mag 100%. Like these slugs just slide right in. And I don't know if, I'm assuming it's something to do with the skirts on the pellets. It might not be like 100% uniform. Maybe they're bent just a tiny little bit. Maybe it's just these brand of pellets, but it's the FX ones. I don't know what's up with that. I'm just gonna stick with pellets. I mean, I'm just gonna stick with slugs. So I gotta order more of these because these are the last ones that I have, and they're cheap enough as it is, so it's not a big deal. I was complaining about that sight mark red dot. It has one of those features where you can swap from the red dot to, you know, like a holographic kind of thing. I don't know if you can see like the little different pictures in there. But those are different reticles you can have. But the issue is that lever that you rotate to select which reticle you want, it makes a click once you select something, but it doesn't, it's not like it clicks in place. It's just it's a click, like you've selected it. But when you click there and you switch back to something else and you go back to what you had, it doesn't even line up. You could just be the littlest bit off. You don't know what's dead center. You'll see the red dot just like off to the left or to the right. Even if you think if it's in the middle, you're not exactly in the middle. Because I went through that star in another video, and I'm going, what is going on? Like before I actually filmed something, and I accidentally bumped the lever on there, and it is so easy to move that it's gonna throw off your point of aim. And yeah, at 50 feet it was off like 3 or 4 inches, so it kind of makes it useless. You have this feature on it that I don't know why you would want those other reticles on a red dot. I'd rather just have the little red dot. And the funny thing is, the red dot sometimes takes up so much that you have to really crank down the illumination, but then you're left with, in the sun, you know, you have to crank it up. But some of these targets are so far away that it's very hard to even see them because the dot takes up more than what the target is. Oh, and the worst, I mean, this has red and green options, but the worst part is, you know, half these targets have red bullseyes. So you put the reticle right over it and you're like, am I actually, like, I don't know if it's, maybe it's just me. I don't know. I lose it. So like the green's kind of like a nice option, but that's pretty common to have that on everything. And this was, if people make fun of me, oh, they don't really make fun of me. They make like jokes about the Amazon little other red dot that I have that's like 35, 40 bucks. And to be fair, I'd rather have that than this thing. This thing looks a little bit better. You get like a nice little enclosure. My things are pretty like well done, but this is 3 times the price. So I don't think it's worth it. I'd rather just have the little $40 one, $35, $40 one. All right, mags are filled. I'm gonna top that off with some air and then we'll shoot the star. Is my little handiwork gonna hold up on the star, or is this thing gonna get destroyed again? Let's find out. Aim up a little bit. It is a little Alright. My little patch job has worked so far so good, so I'm gonna stick with this thing, or maybe I'll push the limits on it, and because the paddles are holding up completely fine, just the hardware. Maybe I'll get a little Frankenstein Texas Star going here, because for the money, this thing's pretty cool, and I know a lot of you watching would probably enjoy this, so for the money, I think it's pretty cool, and everyone has, you know, a 22 at least, so 22, I feel like, you know, a Chaser or a Bandit or something like that would definitely get away with this thing, so maybe I'll whip out the Bandit next time. Okay. See ya.